Right then, ladies and gents, welcome back to the tube. It's been a little while. That's a classic starter to my tube videos, but it's exam seasons at uni, so I've been very busy. I'm halfway through, got a bit of a break now, so I thought I'd record a tube. We're in at me and Holly. We're in at Rezo in Scunthorpe. I've got upper, Holly's got push. Subscribe. 2024 goal, I really want to get to 500 subscribers. Currently on 200, so it's a bit of a tough ask, but I think it's doable. So if you're not subscribed, subscribe. I hope you enjoy the video. First up, we've got some lateral raises on the Life Fitness lateral raise, probably the best in the game, or at least my favourite. So 4 sets here, delts, bam, then we're into some pressing. Okay, let's go. I know. I think you're really mean. I think you're really mean. It's currently about -2 in here. You can literally see my breath. So it's a good excuse to drop in some intensifiers to warm up. As usual though, on the 4th set of these, and on the 3rd, to be fair, I'll bosh in some partials at the end. So I'll take this to failure. And then at the end I won't be able to get short, but I'll be able to get about half up. So we'll get in like 4 or 5 little reps to finish. Because science, man. You've got it. Let's go. Good. You've got it. Let's go. Stay tight. Good. Yeah, easy. Yeah. Good, one more. That's you. A little bit. Good. Well done. Right, onto the dumbbell press. This might sound like absolute waffle, but the fact that they've got a fat bench, the Myrofit bench on here, actually makes so much difference. Because it means it's the same as when I'm training at B Modified. And like, when I bench on a thin bench, I think probably just because I'm like a bit bigger, in terms of shoulder width, my scapula just like wraps around the bench, so I've got zero stability. That combined with a neck injury does not lead to good pressing, so nice that we've got a thick bench. If this doesn't go well now, I've got no excuse. Right, I got 42.5 to 4 last week. 38's just felt really good, so I'm going to give the 44s a whirl. If I get 2, I'm just going to become a powerlifter, so it's fine. The only thing is, at the minute, the dumbbells are so cold. I do like 3 reps, and my hands are killing. It's literally like ice. So yeah, we'll see what these 44s feel like. Hopefully get like 3 or 4. Yeah. I've actually not done these for about 3 years, 2 years. That's pretty wild. So let's see how this goes. Oof. How many did I get then? Was that 3 or 4? That was either 3 or 4. I'm a powerlifter. Yeah. I'll take it. I've not done that in ages, so it's technically progress. I massively misgrooved like every rep, but oh well. Right, this last set here is potentially something that I wouldn't recommend to everyone, but for me is proving useful. So again, related to my injury, neck injury, I got very, very weak in the lengthened range, so in its like fully stretched position. So basically I want to try and get stronger there. So I'm going to basically try to get very deep, and it's a little bit past maybe what we'd call our active range, which is like where we can remain strong and keep the tension on our muscle. So I'm trying to stretch my active range a little bit and get strong in basically the really stretched position, so that I can get more stability on the rest of my movements, including my pull movements. So yeah, you'll see what I mean. I get a lot more depth, go for a little bit more of a tucked elbow positioning to get a little bit more depth. And in turn, obviously can't quite go as heavy, but yeah, it seems to be worthwhile and working at the minute. Another thing I'm doing to kind of get that extra range is being a little bit more conscious about my scapular positioning. So at the bottom, I'm like actively retracting my scapula, which again just frees up a little bit more range, get a little bit more stretch on my pec safely with a load that I can handle. Yeah, again, wouldn't recommend it to everyone. If you're fairly highly skilled at pressing and you want to try and develop that end range strength, whether you're, it might be for a sport, any sort of MMA sport, martial arts sport, or rugby, getting strong in those end ranges from a safety and injury reduction perspective is going to be pretty valuable. And that's not just for shoulders as well. The second press going in, flat dumbbell press done. I usually go on to an incline Smith now. However, the bar's too cold, so I'm trying out this Strive. Seems quite nice. It's a little bit like the vertical, so I am kind of turning it into an incline press by sitting forwards loads, but yeah, that's just for an ego boost. That was sarcasm. Kind of. Yeah. Right then, on to the first pull movement of the session. I usually do a Nautilus row at B modified. This is a good enough replacement, non-chest supported cable low row, I guess you could say. Main focus here is, when you're doing like a movement trying to bias lats, a lot of people cue pulling through the elbow. When I'm trying to do an upper back movement, rather than thinking about that, I'm more thinking about just behind my shoulders, around about here, trying to like initiate the movement there and pin them together. Seems to help me quite a lot. And then the same thing for when you're in the stretch. Can you get those points as far away as possible? So I'm thinking about almost hiding my chest with my delts, really letting them come forward, and then pulling through. I changed around my split a bit recently so I could get a bit more hamstring volume in my sessions. So now the split goes push and arms, pull posterior type thing with a hip hinge and hamstrings, then upper, then legs. So I'm still sort of changing around the volume on that on the pull day and on today's upper session. Because like now, in the last posterior session, I did 2 sets of block pulls. You'll see it on my Instagram soon, actually. 2 sets of block pulls and 2 sets of barbell row. And I can feel my lower back now. Like it's pretty sore. So I'm probably going to have to take away a little bit of lower back load in that session, because my lats and my upper back feels fine after 2 days rest, but my lower back does not. Hammies are good though, so I'm good for legs tomorrow. can maybe even trickle in a little bit more hamstring volume in that posterior session. So these are the kind of tweaks we go through. You've got to listen to your body, see what's happening, and then really tweak the session to make it fit you as an individual, not just a random session, a random program. 2 sets, and then arms. Please can you make that a bit heavier? Just put it up like to the one after the lip. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Ow. If you struggle to feel your lats on back day, obviously on back day, I just said, if you struggle to feel your lats on back day, obviously on back day. Okay, if you struggle to feel your lats on back day, this movement is really the one that at least for me, helped me learn how to get that contraction. Single arm bench supported pull down. The lower you go, probably the slightly more you'll feel the contraction to a certain extent. So maybe start off like just above horizontal and gradually build it up, and you'll get to a point where then you can do a vertical pull down and really get a good contraction. Keep your elbow tight. You'll get a better contraction if you lean over slightly, but you definitely don't need to do that, since you're not chasing for a contraction. But it can definitely help you learn to know where that muscle is and actually feel it. So definitely give it a go if you've not before. Right then, just finishing off with 4 sets of tricep press down, 4 sets of a cable curl. So I'll probably leave the video there. I don't think arms is that interesting to watch, unless it's warm and in the summer, which is definitely not. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, remember 500 subscribers by the end of 2024 would be awesome. So any help is much appreciated. I hope you enjoyed the video, found some value, maybe. It's probably a short one, so I'll give an update video coming soon, letting you know where I'm at. I don't know how many days into the gaining phase I am, but it's a lot. 104 kilos at the minute, 105. Like I say, I'll do a full update video coming soon. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe. See you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.